Yeah, good afternoon, participants. So, we would like to welcome you for this hands on session one. So, that is on medical modeling and processing. So, what we are going to do now is today we have started with the medical modeling tools. So, in that, we have learned about the some of the commercial softwares like Mimics is one of them, and which the Gagan has been represented, and we are going to give a bit of demo on the Mimic software, and we are going to also cover the open source software. That is, say you have already downloaded that ITK Snap. So this ITK Snap, we are going to give a assignment on that. So I hope by this time you have already installed in your PC or a laptop. Then this is what we have planned. Rakesh is going to explain these two medical modeling processing softwares, and one is a proprietary software, that is Mimics. Another one is ITK Snap, that is open source. So you have to work on this open source. You will explain what you are going to do and all that. So it's over to you, Rakesh.
Thank you, sir. So, good evening, participants. Welcome to my presentation on medical modeling and processing. By this time, you have installed the ITK Snap software in your laptop. So, uh, first I will give a lecture on the ITK Snap, like demonstration. After that, I will tell you what to do the things, and then in the Mimic software, I will explain how to convert the diagram images to STL file by using the Mimic software. After these two are the ITK Snap and Mimics. These two are the uh, softwares which are useful to convert these diagram images to STL. So after that, might be your STL file is having few errors. So I will explain those errors also, and how to reduce those errors. Uh, I will explain that thing also by using this magic software. So those errors, how can we reduce, and then how that STL file can be modified and then can be used to print it. So this is my presentation outline. Uh, in this ITK Snap software, you need to do one exercise on it. So that is why we have forwarded software and one file which is .mha. Okay, and even installation guide is also attached, and you focus on the lecture. So that ITK Snap, I will repeat the lecture again. Okay, so this is my content in my overview of this presentation. First, I will give a small introduction about this DICOM files to 3D model. Okay, about this presentation, and then how to convert them from DICOM to 3D model by using this ITK Snap and Mimics. After that, how this STL file is generated, and how we will do the repairs in the Magic software. And finally, I will give you two online repositories, but which are not free, but okay. Those online repositories, like you can download those medical models like skull, mandible, maxilla, heart, and spine. Okay, these are the medical models which are available in these online repositories. So you can download directly from them. Few of them are STL and few of them are DICOM files, which are not free. You know, everything is cost here. Uh, so let's go to the introduction. So from morning onwards, we have seen few lectures by Ravi sir. Ravi sir taught you about this, how to convert those reverse engineering tools, uh, and you know there are different ways to get the STL file like CAD model. One is you can design it from the SolidWorks or AutoCAD. Anyway, this medical model is definitely not possible with this conventional CAD packages. So even you can download the few engineering files from the GrabCAD and Thingiverse. Those two are outdated, but we can go for only with this scanners. Okay, so specifically internal scanners, CT or MRI. Okay, and few external scanners are also available, which are outlined your periphery of the body, like external boundary only can be scanned, not the internal one. So we have a very good privilege to print these models, this 3D by using this 3D printing. So it is very good opportunity to work on this medical side because the only one technology can print these medical models is 3D printing. Of course, conventional ways are there, but the accuracy and the complexities are the major problems in the conventional. That is why we are going for the uh, this 3D printing technologies. And basically, this metal printing is emerging technology now. So before I go, I should tell you this CT and MRI. Uh, Everyone might be in our life once we will go to this CT or MRI scans. So those are the X-rays generally. Those X-rays are impinge like they will scatter the uh, scatter by density of the tissue or water molecules. In the MRI, that is water, and in the CT, those are the hardest of the material bone. So once we are getting from the DICOM, actually it is a extension, file extension. These medical people they gathered and then they put one format that is digital image and communication in medicine. So they named one format. So we need to uh, communicate in this format only. So they establish this format, and then so the CT and MRI they will export the images into the DICOM. Actually, DICOM is okay, I will show you. And coming to this anatomical planes, you see in our engineering studies, those who are background with this engineering, we have three planes, three views: top view, side view, and front view. So the same way, these medical people have the three different planes. You see, this one is the uh, coronal, the pink one. You know, this plane will move to and fro from this. Okay, and this sagittal plane is the middle one. Okay, so this is the axial plane for their nomenclature actually. Okay, for their understanding, they kept these things. So we need to follow those people because we are the dependents on them. So and one more plane is axial plane. So the axial plane is longitudinal to this, perpendicular to the longitudinal axis of the body. So this one is the axial plane, the green color one. Okay, just a top view, side view. We will work on these three planes. That is why. Okay. Uh, After that, we need to, why we need to convert this DICOM to STL. We are using these softwares. Why? Because we are getting few features like these softwares can segment our anatomy effectively, so that we can check our anatomy very minute level, like precisely we can check it. Okay. After that, in few diseases are there, like the foot or somewhere. So if the bone is get eroded, so at that time what happens? So we can characterize our anatomy, like how it would be and how it is by using these STL models by 3D model, and we can plan the surgery. See, the surgery planning is like the doctors, they shouldn't plan a surgery on patient directly. So it is a patient, so they should pre-plan it. So if we print our models, so that like if we print the models, they will do a rehearsal on it, so that they will get to know like where to cut the bone or where to screw the drill. So these things they will get to know. After that, they will do the real surgery. Okay, these kind of things can be done. This 3D printing, 3D models. So that is the very importance to convert these DICOM images to 3D model. And we have a very good applications here, like we can visualize our physical models and how they are. Okay, and in the CEAU, like a CAT for engineering, so that like in Gagan's presentation also, he explained about the femur bone, like how that bone is subjected to the loading, and even mandible means our jaw is how the whenever we are chewing at the time, whatever the forces on it. So that kind of simulation things can be done. Those are engineering things, and we can do the surgical simulations also, like in virtual way. So this is an extension to this Gagan presentation. uh, it is somewhat similar, like whatever the surgical simulations they have done, we can do those things. So he explained about that mimic software, but it is a costly one. So we have one ITK Snap one software which is available freely. So we will work on it. Okay. So once you open on this ITK Snap software, it will be like this. Okay. So file, what you need to do is like you click on the open main image. So you will be load with these things and browse. After that, go to the respective folder. Okay. So you select this .mha file, brain tumor, and click on the image. You will get to know this image summary also. Just click on the thing. Okay. Very simple command. You don't need to do the very complex things. Just you need to follow the things. I will explain one more time, but you focus on it here. You don't do it now. Okay. Don't open the ITK Snap software now. Just focus here. What I'm doing is just record. Okay. Like note the things. So after that, you will be open with these three planes. Like I told you, this is a axial plane, and this is a sagittal plane, and this one is a coronal plane. Okay, and this one is a three-dimensional one. So you will be open with this orthogonal view, and this is the main toolbar. Once you open this toolbar, will help you to navigate further. And this is a cursor inspector. We are not dealing with these things, and even the segmentation label also, and 3D toolbar. You can explore these tools while you are practicing. But for your understanding, I am explaining only one toolbar, that is segmentation tool, which is having a snake, this snake symbol. You see? Okay. So just click on it. You will be pop up with a region of interest. You see region of interest ROI for auto segmentation. Okay. So it will be like you need to do adjust your region of interest, which one I'm interested to. Okay. Fine. So this is my region of interest. I modified. Then you click on this segment 3D. There is a tab segment 3D. Okay, here you click on it. So you will be pop up with this step 1 pre-segmentation. Okay, here we need to do the thresholding. Yes, you see, actually, what is segmentation means, you know, it is a process of locating the structures. Whenever the two structures are there on one image, you are separating the one structure with another structure. See, like when we even see uh, one your photo will be there on while taking photo in the photo. You see, just you take this image. See this gray color portion is available here, and this black portion. So we need to define this green color portion over the black portion. So that is what we are doing. That is called segmentation. Actually, it is a process of locating the structures of interest in an image and separating them. Like we need to separate them from the other structures. Okay, so we need to separate this gray color image from the black one. So how can we do this? You see, you need to adjust this threshold values. Okay, not brighter. Okay, don't go with too thick. Just yeah, too white or too black. We shouldn't go. It should be some sort of okay. Then you click on this next option. So okay, after that you will be highlighted in the initialization step, step 2. There you need to add bubble at cursor. So wherever the cursor is there, and one more thing, you can scroll the images. So these are the DICOM images. These are specifically speaking, these are grayscale images. Okay, and visualize this grayscale images. This is a brain one. Okay, or you can do this pan and zoom by pressing the control and just yeah, it's better to do this. So okay, now what you need to do is like you click on the add bubble at cursor. Okay, there is a bubble with the radius of 18. So I need to hmm. So just one bubble is not sufficient. We need to add one more. Okay, one more. On this image, I'm adding three at three locations. On this image, one more. Here, one more. Okay. You see, this one is out of this boundary, so you need to delete it. Hmm. Okay. So you can deactivate, delete the active bubble also. Like you can select, you can delete this. So after this, click on the next. So this is the final step, the evolution stage. So we need to execute the iteration. So click on the run button. So there are few iterations are going on. Like the pixel to pixel, it is adding. So wherever it is connected, it is selecting. It is almost full. Now I can start. You click on the finish. Okay. Now the final step here is you can visualize our model, the brain model, by clicking on update. Okay. We got. Now you see the brain model is visible, right? So yes, I have a brain. I can check it by scanning this thing, by printing this model. Even if you also check, like if you wish to do, you can scan your whoever you have out, like, for other person. Right. So we come to the this medical model is created. So how we can export to STL? STL is a mesh file actually. It contains the triangular data. You see, okay. So it just represents the surface of a digital model. Okay, so it is a digital model. So how we can export, like generate the STL file is by clicking on this segmentation. Okay, and then export as surface mesh. Then you need to change the file format. So STL file format. Then STL. Okay. So I need to browse it. Where to save this file? So I'll save it on desktop. Okay. Now remember, I save this file on desktop. So again, I'll get back to that file. Before that, I'll explain one more time. Okay. Okay. So you need to do one exercise on it. So I will explain it one more time for your better understanding. See, once this ITK snap file is open, the software, it will be visible like this. So I already loaded the file. Like how you need to do is click on file, open main image, then browse it, select that file, then open it. Okay, click on finish. So you will be pop up with this three planes: coronal, sagittal, axial. Okay. So in these three planes, I'm just focusing on the medical modeling. So just I'll click on this segmentation file tab, segmentation tab. So the region of interest is selected. Okay. Then segment 3D. You just click on the segmentation 3D, then you will be open up with this thresholding tab, like pre-segmentation. Here you need to use the thresholding values. Yes. Okay. Click next. Then you need to add a bubble here. The cursor here, this one. Click on the add bubble. Add bubble. Here. Add bubble. Just mouse first button only. Okay. Left. Okay. Click add bubble. Here. Add bubble. Here. Then after clicking, you just go for the next. Now the final step is iteration. You click on the triangle button. Iteration started. Yes, it's almost filled everywhere. Now, after clicking on the iteration, you just need to click on update us here. You- Yes. So you can check the model after getting this. You go for the segmentation and export as a surface mesh and click on this label one. Next, still file mesh. You name it. Right. Okay. So this is the way we'll work on this ITK snapshot to generate the models. Just a model. Okay. Okay. So this is about ITK snap. Okay. And next we will see the materialized mimics. Okay. Okay. So if you open this mimic software, it will be like this. Okay. These are the tabs which are available in this software. They costly, right? It's so many options. Okay. So first we need to click on the new project. So you need to select few DICOM images. Yeah, I have a library here. Just you click on the file DICOM. Then next. So the files are reading. Take time. Hold on. So Mimix is a like a material interface software which will convert these DICOM images to STL file. Not only this STL file, they will do the simulations also, like virtual surgical planning and post analysis. These kind of things can be done by in the Mimix software. Even the templates. See the dental templates, specifically uh, for the dentist, they need to drill a hole to fix the teeth. So those dental templates need to be designed. So those templates can be designed in this Mimix software. Now you see, these are the DICOM images. You see how many DICOM images are there? 519. Okay. These are CT images. Okay. Like CT scan is happened. So now click on open. Yeah. Open. You see. So the same way in the ITK snap also we come up with the 4 views, right? So one is coronal, axial, sagittal, another is like 3D model. Okay. So these two, like you can see the grayscale images by scrolling up and down. Here also, here also. Okay. So these are the grayscale images. You can click. There is a visible option. It is not there, but if you click here and you enter the space bar, you can see the entire screen with this. Okay. So it is a shortcut. Yeah, here. So we are working on this 3D, 3 sagittal coronal axial. And anyway, I can't explain these options and these options, but I focused on this segmentation tool. Okay, I will explain about this, like how to generate this. Uh, this tab is helpful to generate the 3D models. Okay, so I will explain this tab only specifically. So once you click on this tab, the segment tab, you will be highlighted with these things: new mask, threshold, and dynamic region. So the new mask is like it will construct a layers over the this bone. Okay, over this CT. This white portion is there, right? It is, which means it is a denser one. The gray one is a light denser. The white portion is a thicker. Okay, the denser portion. So you click on the new mask, so you will be highlighted with the threshold. Here you need to give the Huntsville units. See, we have a Huntsville units like attenuation coefficient. Yesterday in Krishnan sir lecture, he explained how this Huntsville units, how the data is converted from the X-rays to this DICOM image. You see, the pixels are over a image. The pixels are placed. So in the pixel will arrange one over the other. Like the data is scanned over the pixel, so it will be partially loaded. Wherever that fully loaded, that will be taken as 1, and partially loaded is as 0. Some algorithm is there. Actually, not some. Actually, it is a specific algorithm. Even Ravi sir will teach you like the pixels, those things, attenuation coefficients. So uh, this threshold values. So we are giving a threshold value for different bones. Like if the bone is, in our body, which material is the hardest material? Anyone? Like, okay, fine. I don't want to speak out, but just take a question. You can answer it in the chat box. Okay. The hardest material in our body is uh, not the bone, enamel. Okay. So it will take the highest unfilling. But after that, the bone will. So the bone is taking 226 Hansfield units to 3070. So based upon the density, the Hansfield units were defined. So you, after thresholding, you just click on OK. So there is a project management window is available here, right side. In this window, we can see these three tabs: mask, measure, images. Okay. In this mask window, this green color is the created. You see, this green mask is created over the bone. Now you can visualize. So the patient chewed the tobacco, but he got a throat cancer. So this is that tissue was damaged. Okay. Now you can see. And this one is unwanted one. So we can remove it while generating the mask. Well, just you click on the fill holes and keep largest. So you can remove the unwanted material. Now you can see the spine. See, this one is the spine, okay, and this one is the jaw. Generally we call, but in the medical terms it is mandible. This one, okay. This tissue was damaged. This one is the mandible, and from here the upper teeth to this till the eyes. This section is called maxilla. And this is called cranium. So the skull contains cranium, maxilla, mandible, and then spine. These are the things it will do. So now you can see like how this everything is connected. Now we are focusing on mandible because the tissue was damaged on the mandible. So we need to construct a implant. Okay, a template guide to fix this. Okay, so for that we are working on mandible. So you need to region growing. You click on the region growing. So it is connected, everything is connected. So this option is not feasible. Next, we are come up with a few tools. Is crop mask. Crop mask is a tool which is like region of interest only. In the ATK Snap, we are focused on the region of interest, right? So this is the it will focus on wherever we need to focus. My focus is mandible. So till the mandible, it is there. Or even I can try like can remove the spine also. Okay. I don't want that. Okay. So now I need to remove the maxilla. Okay. So mandible is there, but maxilla is critical one. It is. So I will use the another tool called the split mask. Okay. So so this blue portion is mandible. And this red portion, just take it. Maxilla. Now you see. Okay. I'll skip. Need to do patiently because you shouldn't become patient. If you go hurry, things will be. Okay. Another plane created. So actually, image processing tool is almost. This condyle portion is connected. Connected. It is the complicated one. This condyle and the geometric arch positions. Okay. Still. Okay, fine. So, you see. Hmm. Good. Yes. Got it. It is separated. It is mandible. Okay. A little bit. So this red one is the maxilla and blue color is the mandible. Now we have separated Now what we can do is like based on this condyle, this one is the condyle one. So we will cut this bone. Like we will print this model, and then we will do a like we'll give the doctor, so he will plan it where to cut the bone and what to do the next operation. Like he will do a rehearsal kind of thing on this, and then once he cut this entire section, so the templates can be prepared by engineers like us. So we have done once in for this diagram, this mandible. So we prepared a template and then drill guide, and as well implant also. So the implant can be placed over this position. Okay, so this is mandible, right? So few things are there, like few unwanted things, these things. Okay, so those things can be did by this 3D mask. Lasso tool is available, so you can get it. So you can edit this. So after that, what we can do is like select this file, and we can smooth this mask also. Like see, this mask is somewhat uneven, right? So what we can do is like we can smooth it. Little bit was not it, but okay. So after that, what you need to do is it is a this mask. Just click on the right, click on mouse. If you can be pop up with this many options. So you just go with this calculate part, and then you select this, which one to be converted to CAD model. So from this mask to it will convert the 3D model. Yes, got it. And double. Okay. You see it is edited. The mask is very smooth, and then the part can be printed. Okay. So this mandible is 3D model, which is available now. So how can we convert this into a STL file? Now that is the second question. Okay. So just click on the mandible. There you will pop up with the option is called export STL. Okay. STL file. So this file is also I'm saving on the desktop. Okay. So finally I converted the STL file from the DICOM images to CAD model. So once you got the STL file, that means now you can print the part, then you can do the rehearsal, or you can check the anatomy of the model, like how the structure is available. Okay, so this is the process behind this Mimic software, and there is advanced software that is 3Matic. Okay, this one is the very good software which is used to prepare these templates and then guides. Okay, this Mimics is basically for this simulation and then models. So but in our syllabus it is not available now. So this is how we will generate the DICOM to STL. Okay, this is another software, Mimix. Now we will STL file. Now export. Now how the STL file is exported is like from there is an export tab in the Mimix as well as in the ATK Snap, so that from the segmentation to STL file is generated. But there is a problem here. Is once we got the STL file, but there is a mesh, like that STL file will have a triangles. It is a mesh file. Sometimes it will not open and it will have some errors. See, the STL file is like if you are creating a circle here, it is approximated one with the triangulated data. So this approximated one is sometimes the triangles may not be formed. At the time, the errors will occur. So generally, these errors can be repaired through the Magic software. Okay, very powerful software. So this Magic software, what it will do is like it will remove these errors. See, what are the errors? While converting this STL file, the triangle formed with the 3 vertex, 3 sides, and 1 normal. Okay, this is the normal. This kind of that normal is the normal should be outward to that surface. Okay, so sometimes while converting from the CAD to STL, few normals will be formed inward and a few normals will be pointed outward. The outward normals are okay, but the inward normals are the errors. So while slicing the Cura software, we will teach you that Cura. So that software, the slicing software will not understand which order and which normal to follow. So at the time there is a problem to that software. So it will miss that triangle so that we lost the data. Okay, so that is why so the software will convert the entire outward normal inward normals to outward, so it will align the entire uh, outward normals. And the next one is noise shells. Like previously the mandible, while I created a mandible, there are a few triangles in the air, so I removed them in the lasso tool, like 3D mask tool. Okay, so at the few sometimes you miss the few triangles. Those will be the this noise shape. They are in the outward of the boundary, but which are not visible. So those normals, those triangles will be removed by this magic set. Okay, one more is holes. Holes, sometimes the software while converting, there is a vertex to vertex rule is available. Like the one vertex is need to be connected to the another vertex of the triangle. Okay, so that is vertex to vertex rule. So sometimes it will miss it. At that time it will not fill with the triangle. So those are the data loss. So those are called holes. Okay, and one more is overlapping triangles. Like one triangle is intersect with another triangle. So at the time, while convert them into G code, it will be a problem. So these are the few problems occurred while converting into STL. So those STL files can be repaired by using this magic. Now we will see this magic. Now this is the magic software. Okay, and these are the tools tabs available in this magic software. As usually, I can't teach them all because it will take time. Yes, 2 years. So I will focus on whatever we require. Okay. So we need to repair the STL file, right? So I'll first load it. But stop. Then first things are first. First, we'll go with this brain tumor. Okay, brain tumor STL file. In the ITK snap, I opened it. So this is a STL file of that brain tumor. Okay. First, I need to fix the STL file. So fix wizard, I can use this control, this fix wizard. So these are the problems. First, I need to diagnostic, like how many triangles are there, how they are, what are the things. See, oh, okay, I got with less errors. There are 33 shells are there and 8 noise shells, 91 overlap triangles. The remaining things are okay. Good. Okay. So still I need to remove these three things, right? Shells and everything. So what I need to do is just go click on the combine fix, automatic fixing. The software will automatically repair the these triangles. Okay. Now so yeah, finished. Now I need to check one more time, like diagnose the STL file. Okay, previously the noise shells are there. Now it is removed. And previously 100 above overlap triangles, but now it is below 100 when the shells are also. So even few overlap triangles and then those things will be available, but can't remove them all, but we can reduce them. Okay. So this is how we will edit the STL file. Okay. We will remove the errors. Now we will go back to Manable. Okay. Yes, this one. Surface finish is good only, smooth. Uh, this condyle portion is not good. This one. Okay, I need to remove them. I need to do it with much time actually. So fine. And one more thing is you can do the STL editing, like you can cut the sections here also. You know, like the tools, there is a cut option. Okay. Indicate center. So, I don't have that lasso option like in the mimics. I just have the cut option. So cut. Oh, no. I don't want it. Discarding very. Okay. So. Now I will first repair this file. Clicking on this fix. First, I need to check how many errors are there. What? Same way. Shells are there, and no shells, overlapping time. Now I need to fix them all by clicking on this automatic fixing. And it is yes. No shells were gone, and then overlapping triangles were reduced. Shells are also reduced. Now it is clear. So this is how we will reduce the errors in the STL. So this part is saved as again STL. Okay, in which way if you wish to. So this is how we will save this STL file. Okay, now this STL file will be printed to the like will be given to the slicing software. We are using Cura, so we will import this STL file into the Cura in the next session, that is hands-on session 2. Okay, but meanwhile you need to do this brain tumor exercise. Okay, I attached one user guide also, like how to do the segmentation in the ITK snap. So you just follow it. Okay, that is about that ITK snap and this mandible and magics also. Let me rewind the things. First, whenever we want to check the anatomy of our body, like we will go for the CT and MRI scans, so that we will get the DICOM files. Those DICOM files will be given by radiologists. So those who are like in the future, if you are willing to go for the CT or MRI, just ask the radiologist to give the DICOM files. So those DICOM files will be imported into this mimics. So once the mimics, not only mimics, ITK snap is also can do. So just import those DICOM files to ITK snap and then get your 3D model. Like is it a brain or a heart? Let me tell you, see one of our faculty, he got a plastic, what is that? Stunts. He got two stunts actually. So he want to see his heart, whether is it big or small. So he come up with a DICOM file. Let's show that. Give me a second. Uh, Yes. Let's see. Okay. So he asked the radiologist to generate this MRI data. So he took his MRI data and he come up to us, and then we model his heart. And then he checked his stunt. So this is one stunt. Okay. The other is this one. So he got two stunts, and so he's more care about him. So just you want to visualize his heart, how big is this one. You can, it's nice, right? So you can print, how we can print is like, first we need to edit this small features. These things cannot be printed. So for that, what we can do is like the 3D mask, can use this mask to, so you can remove them. Okay. Okay. Yes. Now, so we'll go for the region drawing. Then right. Now, region drawing. Yeah. So, few things up. So this is how we will edit the mask. Okay. Just after that, what you need is calculate part. Yes. You will get this one and then export STL. Okay. So this is how this DICOM images can be converted into STL file. So that's how we will convert the DICOM images to STL file. And now we will check the line repositories. Okay. Okay. So this is online repositories we have now. This Osteo 3D, but they are charging very high for one skull, 41,000. Other is 68. It can become business. Every thing is costly. So you can pay and you can download these models. Might be, are these STL files or direct models? I don't know. But if you are getting a STL file, that is very good. Like you can print the model so many number of times. It is like a masterpiece
No,
pattern.
Rakesh, we are unable to see your screen. We are able to see only your mailbox. You go to other tab.
Really, sir? Okay. Sorry, sir. Screen కనిపిస్తుంది. Sorry, sir. Okay. ఒరే చెప్పరా బాబు సాయిగా ఏం సపట్లేవు ఎడపోయిందిరా ఇది Hello. Voice is. Sorry for the inconvenience. Come back. So coming to this repository files, we found one website. This so you can download these models. Okay, 3D printed and medical models. So just models. These are not state file, but these are the DICOM files. You can download and then convert them into the medical models. Okay, so one is okay. So it is asking premium memberships. We don't have these things. So you can find this medical models in the internet. Such I found a few medical models. I'll show you here. It's a pelvic bone, like femur. Okay, so see, there is a website called 3dpx.com. So I downloaded this file from there. So this pelvic bone, not only this pelvic bone, file. So you can get this online. It's vertebrae. Okay, cell 41. So you can download few STL files and then print with the PM models. Okay, with PM machine. We have Ultimaker 2 Plus machine. So with that machine, we print the few mandibles and then craniums. Those are these things. So this one. Okay, also mandible. So this is how we will convert this DICOM to 3D model, and we will generate the STL file. Let me summarize these things. First, there are few design softwares are available, but coming to this medical, we can't construct these complex geometries. That is why we are going for the CT or MRI scanners. And from the scanners, we will get the DICOM images. From the DICOM images, we will convert the medical 3D models. So those 3D exported into STL file. Okay, exported into STL file. So those STL files will be converted into G codes and then print. So before that STL file, we can first we need to check this repair also. A repair also we can do. So and so that is the things we have done here. And coming to this cranium plate, and then this is the template I told you, and this pelvic bone template to fix the screws, and even this this plate also, that fibula bone, okay, fibula bone plate is also we designed. Okay, this is the work I have done by me, and thank you. And this is my LinkedIn page. I have done these things. I'm a certified user from the Mimics. I just confirm that. Confirm it. Okay, thank you, and thank you all for patience.
No, Rakesh, you open and explain that folders, what they need to do. You are not giving any instructions to them regarding.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right. Thank you.
So you open that folder and show them, demonstrate them, and then instruct them how to do the complete the assignment.
Yes, sir. So, participants, my dear participants, this is the software I have given you. So you need to uh, right click on it so that you can run as administrator and then run it and install this software. I have given the installation guide also. Those who didn't install the software, for them I'm telling you. Okay, this is the first. Once you have clicked on the software, you will pop up with this window. After that, you click on this next. So that you will open up with this license agreement. You just click on I agree. After that, you put one path for all users. So that after that, you click on the next. Okay, and then click on the next. Here also you go for the next and install. So just it will take 1 minute to install. After that, you will click on finish. So this is how you need to do this for installation of ATK Snap. After that, it will be open up like this. Okay, as usual, like this one. So and then the exercise you need to do is you click on open main image, browse. Okay, so I shared this file also, braintumor.mh here. This file also I shared. So you click on this file. Okay, and then next. So just finish. Now from here onwards, you need to do like you need to convert the entire process on your own. Like you go for the segmentation and then bubbles, and then you update it here. You will get a model. After that, you export as a surface mate, then you will generate the STL file. That STL file, you keep it with you now. Okay, that is the exercise you need to do on your own. Okay, after that, you take a screenshots of these. Okay, and put them in a Word document and upload them. We will forward one link. Okay, into that link you upload them as a first assignment. Okay. Okay. So guys, I'll explain one more time. And apart from this, I send you one installation user guide also. Okay. Those who are not understand, might be I'm little bit fast, so that you can open this document. There are steps of Windows are available, so you follow these steps one by one. Okay? Follow the below steps. Just open this and then click on the open image. After that, browse the file, and then it will be open up with these things. After that, segmentation mode. Okay. You see, you click on this snake icon, then you select the region of interest, and then click the segment 3D. After that, you adjust the threshold values. After that, you click on the next. Okay, and then add the bubbles with the cursor. After that, click and then run the things. Okay, you mark with this red icons. Okay, you just follow these red icons which are marked here, and then finish it. It will be spread over the. After that, update it. Then export as a service in the segmentation. You will be born up with this thing. Okay, which is labels will be exported like a red label. You need to click here. After that, click on the finish. The STL file will be. You select file format, which file format you are saving. STL file mesh, you need to click on here. Then you name the file. Okay, you will name the STL file like your name. After that, finish it. So this is the things you need to do. Like what I have done here is, what you need to do is open this, take the screenshots of each and like each step, and then put them in the Word document. Okay. After Word document, you send those Word documents to us. We will forward one link. We'll create a Google link, and then we will forward it to you. You upload the Word document with your name, registration number. Okay, your registration number as first, and then name as second. You save, like you upload them.
Hello, Rakesh sir.
Sir, oh yeah.
Sir, the link you have sent is not opening. It is showing corrupt. I have tried 2 times.
Okay, we will forward to you separately, Gaurav sir.
Gaurav.
Like, actually, not only link. Ravi sir texted a mail ID for you. Like he forwarded one mail ID, right? You check your registered mail ID once.
Yeah, the mail has come to me on my registered email ID. That is grvprashar@yahoo.co.in. I have opened that mail, but the file is showing corrupt. In morning, I have tried. So once again, I will try it. If problem exists, then I will inform you.
You might be you need to you stop the antivirus first. Okay.
Okay.
Just check the antivirus. Might be that antivirus is okay. You just check.
Okay, the antivirus has expired. Okay, no problem. I will install antivirus. Then I will try.
Sir, I need a small clarification. Rakesh, sir.
Ma'am, just a minute. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
I need a small clarification. The documents which you said to upload, we are supposed to take a screenshot in the same sequence that you have given us the PDF
Not
file.
in detail, ma'am. You just 3 to 4 screenshots. Yeah, enough.
Okay,
Need
fine.
not
Not in detail as the
not in
sequence.
detail. You just whatever that work you have done. So
All right.
even the 3D model is also. you
Fine,
take.
fine. All right.
Okay, madam.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Is there any deadline kind for the link?
We will tell you, ma'am, in that link it will be there. It's supposed to be in the tomorrow. Tomorrow by the end of the tomorrow you need to do
Fine.
because
All right.
tomorrow you need to do one more exercise. So I suggest participants to do this by today. Okay?
Yeah,
Because
fine.
tomorrow you need to do on Cura.
Okay, fine. I will. Thank you so much.
Okay. So any more questions?
So there are some comments in the chat box, I think. So one or two, check it in the chat box.
Hello. Yes. Sandeep Dahake asked one question. Just I will confirm, sir. 1 second. Actually, that IGS format is not available with this mimics. So we need to convert this STL file into IGS by using another softwares like Magix. Okay, through the Magix, it is possible. Like I have tried once, but the data is if it is very high number of triangles are there, then the Magix will not support it. So we have a problem kind of thing here. So if you want to do any analysis kind of thing, we can do here. That FEA things is available in the Mimic software tab. Okay, and Dr. Srikrishnan, sir, what is the purpose of adding bubbles? Sir, the purpose of adding bubbles is it will connect one pixel to the another pixel, like a chain reaction, so that those pixels which are connected, it will be selected. Those pixels which are not connected, which they will be moved to like outer zone. So those which are which are connected, we are highlighting them and then we are generating as a 3D model. That is the logic behind that generating a bubble. Okay, and in terms of accuracy of conversion to DICOM files to STL files, which is better, 3D slicer or VTK now? 3D slicer is also can be do, like it can be, it will have more options actually. So you can, if you wish to do that, you can do. But for demonstration, like if you want to generate a 3D models, ITK Snap is the better one. That is why we have chosen ITK Snap for, but it is very easy to do the things than the 3D slicer. Okay, and can we save this model in AGS format? Okay. So can you show the website which contains. Actually, these medical models you cannot. It is not available freely actually. So you try to search them, and if I come across any website specifically like you can download freely, and then which vast library is available. So that definitely I will share in the group. Thank you for asking that question, Ajit sir. Okay, and then how to take certificate for this software? Sir, Jagdish sir, actually, this certificate program is initiated by these materialized people. We have a certificate, like we have license for that materialized mimics from 2014 onwards. Not even 2014, before that only. So NIT Warangal is the customer to that mimics software. So they gave some kind of internship thing, like a certification program. So we registered and then we got it. Okay. Even you try it with other things. Software. YouTube videos are available, sir, regarding this mimic software. And if you wish to learn more on these medical models, you can try it in different softwares like Blue Sky Bio is available, and 3D Slicer is available. Mimix is also available. Mimix is a licensed one, so we can't do. But 3D Slicer is an open one. You can do such kind of things. But if you want to go for the 3D medical models, ATK Snap is a good one. Yeah, sure, sir. I'm in the group actually. You can contact me. I want to differentiate between the hardware and software. Software. Same question. Sir, which application? Just Syed Mustafa Ali. Sir, you have MacBook, but I will send you one document, sir. For MacBook also, the installation guide is available. I will forward to you. Sorry, I just sent you only Windows only. Those who have MacBook, you just pin me in the 3D printing, advanced 3D printing design in WhatsApp group. Okay, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. 70. Okay, okay. Sir, I will send you that instruction guide to you. Say, Mustafa Ali, sir. Okay. And Rishikant Sahani, if you are differentiating between the hardware and software bone in Mimic software, just you differentiate, you first apply the threshold values actually. You focus on the threshold values. For harder bones, you need to go with a Huntsville units higher than the 500 to 3000 for a harder bone, and the softer bone you go with the negative values actually. Even water is having a -1000, so I mean 0, and the air is having a -1000. You check with between these values, Huntsville units. You need to focus on the Huntsville units. Rishikant Sahan. Okay. Medical models. Yeah, actually, right. Ajit Lunke, it is. We will share the medical models website if we have. if we come across, not now, definitely. Okay. Thank you, participants. Any more doubts? If no more doubts, okay. Sir, Ravi sir. Okay, dear participants, just go with the exercise. It is very easy task only. Just follow the instruction guide, and then you generate the medical model, that brain tumor model. We will post the quiz link. We'll post the quiz link here. And we will share it in the WhatsApp also. Please, the quiz link will expire in the 20 minutes. So please make sure that you attend the questions before the. Now it is 6:47. I mean, sorry, 4:47. It is 4:47. So it will be expired. 5:10. Okay, 5:10. So before 5:10, please attend your give your responses.
5:10 or 5, sir?
5:10.
5:10. Okay. Just post it in the WhatsApp.
Yeah, we forwarded it in the WhatsApp also.
Okay.
And we will upload the assignment link also. Now, we will upload it now. Thank you. Sir,
Please complete this assignment to the participants by today. But tomorrow there will be a connectivity. That's what. And we are going to give the link. Just you upload. But at least you finish from your end by today. That will be helpful. So these hands-on sessions will be, say, successful once you work. But instructor is giving some instructions and going, but that is not going to help you out anything. You have to practice yourself, right? That is the meaning of hands-on.
and to get the certificate, you need to get the marks also. We will give the marks based on these assignments, attendance, and as well as quiz test. So to get the certificate, please make sure that you submit the assignment. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Rakesh.